Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I feel like it's been so long since I've said that or uploaded a video on here, and as you can see there is a bit of a new background. So much has gone on, so I'm hoping that after this video I can kind of catch you guys up a little bit. But I'm very excited because I am partnering with Rent the Runway for this video, so thank you to Rent the Runway for sponsoring this video. I'm going to show you guys a couple day to night vacation outfits. It's just that time, everyone's going off. What I love, and I've always loved this about Rent the Runway, is that you can get so many designer favorites and you never have to be stuck with them. There's also just so many different occasions going on during the summer, and a lot of times the stuff that you want is high priced. Rent the Runway allows you to rent your items for your vacations, for your parties, for your occasions, and you won't have to be stuck with them. So how it works, super easy. You basically pick your plan and then you start shopping. There's over 10,000 different designers to choose from. Then you choose about 5 items. It comes to you within 3 days. And then whatever doesn't work, you just send right back. And then you repeat that all over again. All right, and I do have a discount code for you guys. If you do want to try out Rent the Runway, you're gonna get 45% off the 10-item subscription. This is like one of their best deals ever. So if you guys want to try it out, highly recommend you do so now and take advantage of that discount. And I'm going to show you just an example or some examples of some of the great items you can get on Rent the Runway. Okay, so first off, this would obviously be your daytime look. It could also transform into a nighttime look, to be honest. Like, I am pairing it with some little heels right here. So you can do this for a dinner by the water. If you wanted it to be a little more daytime, you can add some like flat shoes. But it could go both ways. I'm gonna call it daytime for now. This is by Love Shack Fancy and it fits so well. It's so flattering as well. But yes, use my code. It's RTRX Naomi B to take advantage of the discount. All right, next up is a nighttime look. I feel like this could go for weddings, some special occasion. I'm seeing a lot of people go to weddings out in Europe and then just extend their vacay after that. So you could just do everything in one shot through Rent the Runway. But I love the color of this for a wedding. This neckline is super pretty and it's just really elegant and beautiful. Totally forgot to add some jewelry to this look, but these are just my bangles that I've been loving wearing lately. And I just kept the same shoes that I had on earlier. But again, this could also just be like a nice dinner look. All right, next up, this is definitely a daytime look and a daytime dress. I'm not even like a big print person, you guys know that, but for some reason I really enjoy this, probably because it's not too crazy with the colors and it's just like a natural color with black print. It's just like little seashells and, you know, definitely a vacation dress. It's easy, it's cute, I love the cut. And then I just paired it with some black flats, my little woven bag. All right, last but not least, this is definitely a nighttime look. This is by the brand Maj. It's super comfortable, so even though it's like white and florally, it's just nice and elegant and long. It has a really pretty slit right here. But yes, these are just some really great examples of things that you can get and find on Rent the Runway and how many different occasions you can, you know, knock off your list in one shot. And again, I think the great thing is that you're not stuck with any of these items and feeling like you just spent a whole bunch of money on stuff that you bought for, you know, only occasion wear. So again, take advantage. All the info is in the description box below. My code is RTRX Naomi B for 45% off a 10-item subscription. And check them out. Thank you to Rent the Runway for sponsoring this video. All right, you guys. So because I filmed and you guys saw the different background, I thought I'd just make this video a little explanation or a we moved video. I know that I kind of briefly talked about it, or maybe I didn't briefly talk about it, but I've definitely talked about, you know, wanting to move and get out of LA for a really, really long time. And, you know, I talked to you guys about the break-in that happened. So we moved. But what's crazy about this whole thing, and I think I kind of mentioned it to you guys before, which also, by the way, I'm like losing my voice. I've had this cough for a couple days now, and it really usually only happens at night, but the worst of it was last night. And I don't know if it has anything to do with the air quality, because it's been saying that the air quality is really, really bad. It's weird because I don't feel sick, but I feel like I have a lot of phlegm in my throat and I keep coughing. And with that, I'm losing my voice. So that's why it's kind of like cracking or scratchy. Anyway, so I think I briefly talked about this in like old videos. I definitely talked about moving with you guys, but it kind of all kicked in when Presley started going to school. You guys know I had such an hard time with that. We all did. She did. But I don't know. Something happened and it just kind of dawned on me when she started going to school. I don't know. I just started not panicking, but I just started rethinking everything about LA, where we live. I am an island girl. I grew up on an island. Jamie grew up in Kansas City in the Midwest, you know, like small towns, things like that. And just thinking of her growing up in LA, I did not like the thought of that. It did not sit well with me. And just like LA had already been getting bad ever since COVID happened, I feel like it's gone way worse. And I guess I just paid more attention to my surroundings, the things that were happening, because now she's going to school, right? She's not staying home where I can just kind of like protect her in this shell. Now she's going out there into the world, having to deal with people, having to just like navigate the world. And I guess I just kind of woke up in a way, paid more attention, and realized I don't want this for her. If I already don't really love where we are, why would I put my own daughter through that? And then that's when we started really like thinking about it. And we really started thinking about it the more and more the months went on. And then I think it was like earlier this year when we started actively looking. We actually honestly started looking last year, but it was just like a bad time. I don't know if you guys remember me. I posted on stories a long time ago, not a long time ago, but last year, this gorgeous house, and it had the cutest backyard with the basketball court. It was such a dream house for us, but it was just not the right time. Like, it was just such a bad time to buy a house. The rates were crazy, blah, blah, blah. So we didn't pull the trigger. So even back then we were already looking, but we really didn't start actively looking until the beginning of this year, 2024. And so yeah, you know, the market was just really crazy. We didn't really feel like we were in a rush. We always knew that maybe once the right house came along that we would move, but then the break-in happened. So, you know, a lot of people are probably going to think that we moved because of the break-in, which partly yes, but we had already been wanting to get out of LA and wanting to move. It's just that the break-in happened after we started actively looking, and that just kind of set us on a fast forward. So the market, it's slim pickings out there, okay? So in a way, I don't know, like I don't really want to say that we settled, but in a way we're in this house. It was kind of like the best thing out there at the time because we just kind of wanted to get out. So this house got us out. But I actually really love this house. Like, we got really lucky with the house that we were living in because it was a brand new build. We lived in there for about 5 years. Everything was brand new. Obviously, we're the original owners, you know, and it was pretty updated and modern. This one, it needs some work, but they did a lot of updates as well, mostly to the second floor. The part that would need some work is like the downstairs kitchen and living area. I love the area though, but I also, this house is just so cozy. I don't know, maybe it's just everything that has come with it, that comes with leaving a place that you no longer feel is like a home and like going to a place that makes you feel better. Maybe that's what it is. Why I feel like I'm at home now or feel more homey is because I'm not in LA. And when I tell you guys that LA has gotten so bad, like, you have to be in it to understand what I mean, or you just turn on the TV or go look at California news or Los Angeles news, and it is just so sad and mind-boggling how bad it's gotten. I mean, I was getting so sick to my stomach every day, waking up, looking around me at all the trash, all the homeless, just how run down I feel like the city has gotten, and how like it seems like nobody cares. But the amount of money that's in LA, the amount of taxes we pay, the cost of living, and that's what we get. It's like an apocalypse. And the laws, don't even get me started with how crazy. I mean, they lessened the penalty on criminals. So literally, I think if you are like unarmed and you commit a crime, they'll let you back out. So all of these criminals are doing crimes again after being arrested because they got back out. And I just like cannot tell you how that makes my blood boil. I have known so many women personally that have gotten attacked physically by just homeless people, crazy people in LA. This is not a place that I want to live. I stopped using my nice stuff like a long time ago, like over a year ago. I don't know if you guys ever noticed, you never see me wearing my wedding ring anymore because I just never felt safe wearing it out because people were snatching them in broad daylight. One of our best friends got held at gunpoint. Someone really close to me got attacked and like almost like, anyway, so many crazy things. And I'm like, this is no way am I gonna raise my daughter here. To be completely honest, I want to move back home to Saipan. When I look back now that I have a kid, I'm just like, oh my God, Saipan was the place to be and was the place to grow up. I appreciate my childhood in such a small island where we didn't really have access to all of the stuff. It's such a simple life. And I feel like now that I have Presley, I'm craving a simple life because everything is so stressful out here. You know, everything. You have to make so much money to survive in Southern California, in California in general. That's stressful. Everything. Everyone is just stressed out. You know, it's really hard finding a job. The cost of living is so high. The cost of housing is so high. The cost of childcare is so high. So everything is just stressful. Go to Saipan, I feel like we'd have my family there, be so willing to help, and it's just simple, you know? I didn't have access to all of this stuff growing up, and I feel like it was such a blessing because we were always just with each other. Family is like everything and still is, and that's like always been the most important thing. I grew up with the family mindset. That's what it was. And, you know, I just want to be around my family. I want things a lot more simple and less stressful. So anyway, this is like the next best thing. It's just like such a battle because in order to commit to actually moving back home, I'd have to kind of give up everything that I've kind of worked so hard for. I don't know that I'm quite ready for that yet, but I kind of feel like I am, but I'm not, you know? So we'll see. I have gotten a lot of people asking me to do a house tour, and that is something I will never do. I mean, I think just hopefully you guys can understand, given everything that I just talked about, why I will never do a house tour. But what's also so crazy was that in our last house, I said I was going to do a house tour, and I never actually did. There's always something that had me second guessing, like, should I do a house tour? It's kind of dangerous. I don't want people knowing, even if I just did room to room, I don't really want people knowing the layout of our space and things like that, you know? So I won't be doing a house tour, but you guys are always gonna see backgrounds and things like that. I'm not gonna tell you guys where I moved to. So many people are asking, where'd you move to? And I'm like, I don't know, I'm not gonna tell you. It's just, you know, just no. So, you know, I apologize. I know a lot of you guys that want to know, innocently want to know, but because so much has happened and blah, 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 I hope you guys can understand. But it's crazy how much of a relief I feel like Jamie and I feel now that we're not in LA. It's a really good feeling, and I'm very happy that we kind of like made this move right away. And now that we're here, we are going to probably renovate, but I have such a hard time with that now that we're here. I think it's just like everything happened so fast. It was so stressful. The move was, you know, hard. We're still unpacking, literally. I feel like I kind of need a break because everything is new. Presley is in a new place, and we have to find a new school. We found her a new nanny. She's doing so well with transitions, as best as a 3-year-old can do. I'm really proud of her. She actually says she really loves the house. From night one, she slept amazing, probably because we kept everything the same in her room. Like, we didn't graduate her yet to a big girl bed,
but it's on the way. So she's been doing really well, which I'm really glad about. And like tomorrow we're gonna go look at another school. And yeah, so what else? Oh, the renovation part I really want to do, but then I also was like, are we gonna move? Because this house was kind of like just to get us here. You know, I love it. It's so cozy. And we bought from like the nicest people in the world. Like, I wish they could see this video so I could just thank them again over and over 1,000 times. These people were like a godsend to us. It's almost kind of like everything just fell into place because they're just the sweetest people. I mean, we came and moved in. They had everything laid out. They had a nice little gift for us with like a blanket and a candle, like $300 gift card to DoorDash and like the mall, and just like typed out a whole how to navigate everything around the house. The gardeners, where we like to get our coffee, where we put gas, the car wash we like to go to, where I like to get my nails done. I mean, these people were the sweetest. Like, they took the time to do so many little things like that we didn't even need. They didn't even need to do that. They were just like so cute, and they even gave us like so many thousands of dollars back. Like, they gave us so much money back when they heard that we wanted to renovate the house, because to them, they loved this house so much. They wanted us to be happy, that they were like, oh, we heard, they wrote us this really cute letter, and they were like, we heard that you wanted to do some renovations to the kitchen, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, the amount means nothing to us. We just care that you're happy. So we want to give you some money back so that you can use it towards the renovations. And I was like, oh my God, are you an angel? I was like, wow, these people are just literal godsends. So it also kind of makes me love the house even more, that I'm like inheriting it from a family or from a couple that are such good people, and that, you know, there's still good people around, and they took such good care of this house. So it was almost like no one lived in this house. There was like not a scratch on the wall. And you know, I don't know. It just makes me proud to come in here and to take it over from people like them. And I hope I'm like doing them proud. The buyers that bought our place, on the other hand, I can't even begin to tell you how annoying they were. I don't even care if they see this video. I kind of hope they see this video, because they are two lawyers. No offense to lawyers, but I think that explains a lot. And they were just like very ridiculous with a lot of stuff, a lot of their requests. And it just goes to show you that when you're good people, good things happen to you. So I feel like we bought the house from these people and we didn't ask for anything. We didn't try to make it complicated. We didn't try to hassle them or complain about anything. So they gave us a whole bunch of money back. Done. Our house, on the other hand, first owners, less than 5 years, beautiful home, but they wanted to find everything wrong and wanted to ask for everything, you know, and just like ridiculous. It kind of left a bitter taste in my mouth, and honestly, I wanted to cancel. To this day, I wish I'd never sold my house to them. I wish that, you know, we sold it to a different family. They were just like so ridiculous. All right, so not sure where I left off. I feel like I got cut off. My memory card ran out of memory, ran out of space, and then I just kept talking. But yeah, sometimes I don't want to renovate because I'm like, are we just gonna want to move in 2 years? But at the same time, the move was so stressful that I can't even fathom doing that all over again so soon, because I know 2 years is gonna fly by so fast. So I don't know. I need a break. I need some time to think. So that's that. I do plan to do like a Q&A over on my Instagram stories, just about life, just update about whatever. And yeah, but that's basically it. Like I said, we are just, I feel like so much happier. I personally am. But you know, there was always something about that house. Like, I always knew that was not our forever home. But there's just always something that didn't truly feel like home in the house. Although I loved the house, I think it was maybe just like the area or something that I feel like could have been better. So, you know, yeah, I just feel so homey at home here, even though it's like you know, not the most new or updated home. It's like everything that came with it. It makes me feel so good inside. And so I'm happy. And yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video here because I kind of don't really know where else to go from here. And then if you guys have like any other questions, you guys can leave it in the comments, and maybe for the next vlog I can touch more on that. My brain just been kind of so scattered because so much has been going on with unpacking and, you know, getting everything together, and then having to catch up on so much from like work and everything that I'm just like, oh my god, I don't even know what day it is. I don't know, the time gets ahead of me because there's so much to do. And then by the time, like, you know, it's already like 5 p.m. and I'm running late to do other things. So I'm gonna end it here, and that's the biggest update so far. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next vlog.